vowels. Ready? A, E, I, O, U. And so here's our high frequency words. So we have new high frequency words and new spelling words, okay? Body, color, dark, hard, hour, large, heart. Make sure you're on mute, guys. Nobody should be touching their iPad at this moment. Started, warm, was. All right, so here is our spelling words. Are we ready? Make sure we're paying attention. Harlow, make sure you're paying attention. Landon, Omar, make sure you're paying attention. Put your mask on, babe. Clinton, put it over your nose, babe. All right, are you ready? Car, dark, card, star, park, yard, party, hard, smart, start. All right. So those are our high frequency words. Somebody raise their hand. What do all these words have in common? What do these words have in common? Maddox?
They all start with a consonant.
Well,
Consonant blend.
a consonant blend? Okay. Some of them may have a consonant blend, not all of them. Now there's something in the middle. Landon?
A-R.
A-R. So good job. So all of our spelling words have A-R today. So we're going to be focusing on A-R this whole week. Okay. So that is one of our bossy R's because A-R, you can hear, if you say R with A-R, you can hear the R mostly. Jorge and Maddox, make sure you're on mute and you stay muted. Thank you. Maddox, go ahead and put your microphone on mute. Thank you. All right, so we're going to go ahead and go to the next thing. And with that being said, we figured out that we are focusing on AR, so let's listen to the sound AR. Okay. Miss Fillington's going to put herself on mute. Everybody give me a thumbs up if you can see a picture of a farm. Good job. All right.
Farm. Listen to the middle sounds. Farm has a vowel plus R in the middle. Listen again. Farm. R. The letters AR stand for R in words. Together, let's say the sounds and then name the letters. R. A-R. R. A-R. What do you hear in the middle of farm? R.
R.
What letters stand for R? A-R.
A-R.
Good job, guys. Make sure you stay muted, but I see that Jorge and Isabella are really paying attention, guys. You're doing an awesome job. Make sure we're paying attention. All right, so we're going to go into our new power words. So what does that mean? If we have new power words, we have a new story. We do have a new story, and so it's a read aloud called Fall Leaves, and it's a very pretty book. I like the colors that you're going to see here. So I'm going to go ahead and present my screen, and we're going to see our power words. Let's see. All right, give me a thumbs up if you can see our first power word, dimmer. Give me a thumbs up. So Isabella Wigington, make sure you probably log off and log back on, Speedy, to refresh your screen if you can start seeing it again. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start. So everybody say dimmer. All right, so this is dimmer. This is a picture of dimmer. We're talking about this light right here, this little porch light. So dimmer is an adjective. When something gets dimmer, it gets darker. So the lighting outside grew dimmer as the night grew darker. So that's why people put a porch light on, because as soon as it gets darker in the evening, it gets super dark where you can't see outside. And so that porch light is there to help you. All right, here's the next one. Everybody say hemisphere. That's a cool word to say, hemisphere. So hemisphere is, I'm sorry?
It says a 3D shape, sphere.
That's a good thing to know, Isabella. Yes, it is a 3D shape. And a hemisphere, well, a sphere is a round 3D shape, right? You can hold, it's like a basketball or a soccer ball. That's a shape of a sphere. So this is hemisphere, and this is a noun. So hemisphere is half of the Earth's surface. So if we have this example right here, if we cut this globe in half to represent the Earth, that is hemisphere. It is half of the sphere, right? So it says here, in the southern hemisphere, the seasons are opposite of the northern. So which means if we cut this globe in half horizontally, so it's side to side from left to right, the southern hemisphere has different seasons than the northern hemisphere. And that's what they're talking about on the globe. All right, everybody say squirm. So squirm, if you can see, it's an action verb. When things squirm, they twist or wiggle. So the earthworm will squirm in your hand when I hold it. So what I want you to do for me is show me the action, no words. What does squirm mean? Show me the action. Oh, I see it. I see a whole bunch of squirming and wiggling. Good job, guys. All right, let's go to the next one. Everybody say produce. So produce. Yeah, produce is a noun. Produce is food that is grown on farms and sold. So we buy our produce from the local farmers. So a lot of us go to the grocery store, and it's like the fruit and vegetables section of like Walmart or H-E-B or Brookshire Brothers. That is the produce aisle where we get our fresh fruits and fresh vegetables from, right? All right. Everybody say substance. So substance, if you see here, this is basically what they call tree sap, and it is stuff that oozes out of a tree. This is where maple syrup comes from. If you don't know what that is, that sticky stuff.
Maple syrup comes out of trees.
It does come out of trees. It does. So this is an example of some of that tree sap or maple syrup that's coming out of that tree. So this is substance. This is a noun. A substance is something that has weight and takes up space. So as we can see, this is what they're talking about, that sticky substance right here. Yes.
How do they make syrup?
So Miss Wellington is going to Jorge, make sure you're on mute, babe. So Miss Fullington will see if Epic has a like a video or a book about how maple syrup is made, and I'll assign it to you and you can read it. Okay. So it's a long process. It's a very long process, but if I can't find it, I'll send you a how to make maple syrup video so you can actually see where it comes from and how the steps, the process to make maple syrup. It's pretty cool. So substance is something that has weight and takes up space. There was a sticky substance on the tree trunk. This is inside this pin. If you have a pin on you, so something like this, if you have a pin on you, it has a substance in it, and it's ink. Yeah, yours isn't a perfect example, Emery. Yours is a clear tube that you can see the substance in the ink. I mean, in the pen. Good job. All right, everybody say drain. How many of y'all eat spaghetti at home? Or make
I love ramen noodles.
or ramen noodles? Yeah.
Tell my mom, can I have ramen noodles every day?
So all of these things have a process or a step that you have to drain the noodles, right? You have to drain the noodles in order to make the spaghetti sauce, or put the cheese in the macaroni, or put the powder stuff with all the salty flavor into the noodles, right? Into the ramen noodles. And so this is drain, and this is an action. It's a verb. If you drain something, you make liquid come out of it. Before you eat pasta, you should drain it. And it says here, when you unplug a bathtub, you let the water drain out, right? So if you take a bath, you have to fill up the tub, right? In order to take a bath. And then when you're done, you let the soap and water go down the drain. Especially whenever you're brushing your teeth, you have to wash down the toothpaste and the water, right?
Fullington,
Yes.
what is the brown stuff inside of the pan? Because behind the pan.
Oh, right here?
Yeah.
It seems like it's like some kind of butter or oil, because sometimes people put butter or oil inside the pasta water to make the pasta more soft and yummy.
Yeah. Okay.
That's a good question. All right, Bella Bright. Uh-huh.
When my sisters cook me ramen,
Mm-hmm.
they pour out the flavor out of it. I was like, hey, I choose the stuff.
Oh, the juice or the soup. You like the soup in it. Yeah, some people like the soup. That's okay. Yeah, that's a good point. All right, I think this is our last one for today. Yep, that is our last one. So I'm going to go ahead and share our skill for today. So our skill is, last week we've been talking about this, and it's called text features. So Bella W., make sure that you're listening. So we do have some new text features. So we talked about headings, right? And titles to help you, pictures to help you, maybe the words to help you. So we're also looking at different other text features, because there's many more that we don't know yet. And so today we're going to introduce some of them, and you may know some of them just because you're a reader. And so let's see if you know some of them. If you do know some of them, go ahead and give me a thumbs up when you hear it, okay? Or a peace sign. That's going to be your silent signal if you've heard of that text feature before. So make sure you're paying attention so that I can see that if you've seen this before. And if you have your camera off, make sure you have it on so that way we can see if you have seen this text feature before. Okay, you ready? Let's see. Oops. All right. Here's our anchor chart. Text features. All right. So we have different ones. So here's the first one. It says italic text is leaning to the right. It means pay attention or read with more feeling. So you see this right here. how it's leaning a little bit more. So these are italics or italicized text. How many of y'all have seen that before? Remember a thumbs up or a peace sign? They are leaning words. They're leaning a little bit. Oh, yep, I see Harlow and Landon and Bella Bright and Clinton and Mackenzie and Christopher. So a lot of y'all have seen this before. It's normally in either your textbook, your My Book, or it's in an informational text, like when you're reading on Epic, that are teaching you something. That means it wants the reader to focus in on that text because it's important. All right, here's the next one. Text in all capital letters means pay attention. It tells you to read with more feeling. So how many of y'all have seen words with all capital letters? I know pretty much all of us have at some point, like on a poster, maybe on your My Book. Or, hey, make sure you're paying attention and not covering the camera.
Like right now, the title of it.
Is the title, is it capitalized? Not all of them are capitalized, just the first letters.
Miss Fullington. On a test, there's capital ones. What's
there is. There is on a test sometimes, and it could be like if the character is talking in the story and they're shouting and they put it all in capital letters with an exclamation point. That's also telling with more feeling. And that sometimes you have to act it out to really understand how the character is feeling, right? All right. Yes.
Where it says capital letters in the green, it's all capital letters.
Yes, they are. All right. So the next one is pronunciation. Can everybody say pronunciation? So pronunciation tells you how to say a word you may not know. Like this word says hola, but this right here in brackets tells you how to pronounce that word. So it says hola, hola. So how many of y'all have seen that before? We've seen most of this when our word work happens, right? And we're looking at the word in the back of the My Book. It has
hola is how you say hi in Spanish.
It is. You're right. So if you didn't know that, that's how you pronounce it. And so they have those pronunciations inside the glossary, right? Inside the glossary. It's usually Landon on a Thursday. If you look on Thursday, that's where we usually use our My Book to look up those words. All right, here's the next one. Labels. How many of y'all have seen labels? I know I have a lot of the times, and it's usually probably more in your science class, right? Your science class, because remember how we learned about the life cycle of a flower, and we use the stem and the roots, right? So this is the perfect example of what a diagram would look like with labels. So labels name the parts of a picture or a diagram. So here's a picture of a house. And this person has labeled the roof, window, and door. And so that way you know which items the person is talking about in the picture. They use labels to help you understand the picture more. All right, so at the bottom it says, punctuation gives clues about how to read a text. So it says here, a long dash means to pause for a short time. So here's an example. She told me what I wanted to hear. I could get a puppy. So this long dash means a long pause. How many of y'all have seen that dash before? That long dash. So this is more of when you're reading a chapter book, and then you can see how the character is feeling and how the character is talking to another character. This long pause is for that.
I know all of these.
You've seen all of them? That means you're a good reader. You need to keep it up. All right, so the next one is, it's called an ellipses. So our ellipses are made up of 3 small dots. Oh, Miss Flinton loves using these. Small dots. Pause for a little longer when you see these. So this is how would be an example in a story. This is how it would say it. No, wait. So you see how Miss Fullington paused with the 3 dots? And usually Miss Fullington uses these 3 dots for you to finish a sentence, right? And ellipses, the 3 dots. So I would say, I would love to, and then you would finish the sentence. Do you see how Miss Fullington paused with the 3 dots? That's what that means to pause.
Miss Fullington?
Yes.
My iPad died.
Okay, did you charge it?
I can't. There's no charges.
There's no charges available?
No.
Miss
Fullington?
There's 2 over there, Maddox.
The E is silent and ellipses.
I'm sorry, sweetie, say it again.
The E is silent and ellipses.
It is. It sounds like an I, doesn't it? And ellipses. Yep. All right, so these are our text features, and it says some text features give important information. Other text features help readers read a text. So these text features help you read a story. These are what these are for, to help you read a story. So with that being said, we are going to read our fall leaves story. So Miss Fullington is going to stop presenting this and actually share with you the story that we are reading today. And so I love this book. It's really pretty. So this is the story right here, Fall Leaves. So we're going to go ahead and listen to the story. So guys, make sure you're paying attention because Miss Fullington's going to be answering asking you some questions. So make sure that you're paying attention so that you can get an opportunity to raise your hand and answer them. Okay, you ready? Go ahead and give me a peace sign or thumbs up if you're ready to go. All right. All right. Let's turn on our listening ears and pay attention.
Fall Leaves, Loretta Holland. Illustrated by Ellie McKay. Fall leaves. When summer leaves, fall arrives. In our universe, everything is always moving. The Earth spins like a top while moving in a large circle around the sun. The sun also slowly moves in a circle around our galaxy. Our galaxy is slowly spinning too. All of these turnings makes the sun's light come and go, getting closer and brighter to the Earth at times, or dimmer and farther away at other times. These changes create the cycles of days, nights, seasons, and years. In the Northern Hemisphere, the sun's light is moving south as fall arrives in late September.
So my question is for y'all guys, why do days get shorter as the sun's light moves south? Why do the days get shorter as the sun's light moves south? Harlow?
Because when the
Because what, Sue? You need some help? Oh, that's fine. All right, somebody help her. Why do the days get shorter? Clinton, why do the days get shorter as the light moves to the south?
it's going to
Yeah, so we're talking about the seasons, right? So when the seasons change, the days get shorter. Yeah, good job.
Birds leave. As the sun's light continues to move southward, days begin to get shorter and nights get longer. Some butterflies and birds leave to follow the sun, flying south for the winter. Leaves twist. Fall usually brings rain, which makes leaves twist and squirm on tree branches. The bottoms of the leaves look silver, like rain, and flash in the breeze as rain approaches.
Bill, make sure that you're putting yourself on mute.
It said one of our spelling words, squirm.
Oh yeah, good eye. I didn't think about that.
Rain falls. Fall rains come hard and steady, rushing off roofs like waterfalls. Sometimes it rains for days. When the rain falls for a long time, rivers and streams rise above their banks, and low-lying areas get covered with water. But most of the time, it just puddles up in the road. Flowers leave. The blooms of most flowers leave in the fall. Many flowers, such as tulips, daffodils, and others, go to sleep for the winter, and when spring comes, they begin to grow again. These types of flowers, called perennials, hibernate in the dirt when there is snow and ice on the ground. There are many animals that do not care much for winter either. They find a cozy spot and, like some flowers and trees, go to sleep until warm weather returns. Apples fall. Fall is harvest time, when ripened apples fall from trees. Many fruits, grains, and vegetables are harvested so there will be plenty to eat over the winter. Sometimes the foods go straight from the garden to the table. Sometimes they are sold at roadside produce stands. And sometimes they go in big trucks or train cars to supermarkets all over the world.
Girls, I would love for you to pay attention to the story. I see you walking around in the classroom. Make sure that you are listening, okay?
Miss Wellington, it has it on the screen, that's why.
Oh, gotcha. So you told Mrs. Oswald to turn it on.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
that's why we was walking around the room to try to
Gotcha.
help her.
Now I understand. Thank you, Harlow.
Leaves fall. Deciduous trees such as maples, oaks, and hickories make their own food. Their leaves look very green because of a substance called chlorophyll. In these trees, water, carbon dioxide, and the chlorophyll from their leaves are mixed with sunlight to make a type of sugar. With that sugar, the trees feed themselves. When fall comes and trees begin to prepare for winter, they eat less and the chlorophyll starts to drain from their leaves. This is when the true colors of the leaves come out, brightening up the woods until the leaves fall onto the ground.
So I have a question here. It says, why do the leaves on some trees turn different colors in the fall? What makes them turn colors? There was a scientific answer to it. Landon?
Once the leaves fall, they grow back, but in different colors.
And so what is that special science term or that science vocabulary word that said that helps them turn the colors? Do we need to reread it to listen and see? Okay, let's reread it. Because that's what good readers do, right? Let's listen.
Leaves fall. Deciduous trees such as maples, oaks, and hickories make their own food. Their leaves look very green because of a substance called chlorophyll. In these trees, water, carbon dioxide, and the chlorophyll from their leaves are mixed with sunlight to make a type of sugar. With that sugar, the trees feed themselves. When fall comes and trees begin to prepare for winter, they eat less and the chlorophyll starts to drain from their leaves. This is when the true colors of the leaves come out, brightening up the woods until the leaves fall onto the ground.
So Landon, what was the answer to that? What do the trees have to stop eating?
Food?
Yeah, they have to stop eating food, right? And it's that sugar substance. So
But
the
how
chlorophyll,
can leaves eat food?
yeah, so they eat a
No,
substance called chlorophyll and water and mixed with sunlight. And with those three ingredients, the leaves turn green.
no, but Miss Wilmington, how can the leaves eat?
By the stems, those little bitty branches that attach the leaves is this little vein. It's like a straw, Harlow, that goes all the way from the roots at the very bottom of the tree, and they suck up the tree like a straw. And so they suck up all that sugar substance.
But when the leaves fall down, does it mean that they stop eating the food and they like die or something?
Yeah, they die. Yeah. Good job. Yes, Bella?
Do it leaves any food for the trees?
Do they what?
Do it leaves any food for the trees?
Yeah, the leaves need to have food for the trees. Yeah, for them, in order for it to grow, it needs the food. Yeah.
But do the tree get any leftovers?
Oh, yes. The tree is part of the leaves. So if the tree gets food, so do the leaves. It's like the leaves are the fingers. So if you eat, are your fingers gonna stay attached to your fingers or your hands? Yeah, because you're healthy. That's what it feels. That's what it is. It's like, yeah. So your body's like the trunk, and your arms and your fingertips are the leaves and the sticks. Yeah. All right, we're gonna keep moving. We did a good job discussing that question.
Fall stays. Trees, plants, and animals are working hard to get ready for winter. But there is still time. Fall stays, regardless of the weather, until winter officially starts in late December. Leaves leave. Most of the leaves leave by early November, blown down by the wind and rain. They carpet the woods and roads with brilliant color. Those that are still hanging on branches will fall when the trees stop feeding. The ends of the branches seal up, and the leaves snap right off. Sun leaves. By the time trees stand stark and shivery without their leafy covering, the sun has moved very far to the south. Even on clear days, the sun's rays are weak and give little warmth. Days are short now, and the sun leaves early each afternoon. Temperature falls. Some days the sun shines pale yellow, and some days it hides behind high clouds and there's a chill in the air. The temperature falls until one morning the ground and all the fallen leaves are white with frost. Snow falls. One day you may notice gray clouds hanging low in the sky. The smoke from chimneys will not rise up as it usually does, but will drift down around the houses and hang in the tops of trees. That is because the air is so full of moisture that there's no room for smoke. Soon the sky will be dotted with snowflakes as the first snow falls. Fall leaves. After 3 months of everything from sunny days to cool rains to snowfall, from green leaves to red and yellow leaves to bare branches, from flocks of birds flying overhead as they follow the sun, to birds looking for runaway seeds on the ground, fall leaves. It has been a special time of year, a busy season full of color and change.
So why does the author mention the words mean? What does the author mean when he says that fall is a busy season full of color and change? Why do you think what did the author mean by that? Omar?
In fall, like animals get like animals get food in winter and they eat a lot.
Yeah, so they have to work a lot, don't they? Also, with the change, they're talking about how the weather changes. Remember, the sun goes away quickly. And then what happens to the animals after they gather their food? Where do they go?
Inside their home.
Yeah, they go inside their little burrow, right? And they hibernate, which means they go to sleep until it's finished and it's warmer temperatures, right? Good job. All right. So they have this really cute activity that you can make in the fall. If you have like maple trees, it's really cool that you can grab some of the leaves and then paint them and then press them on a paper and leave leaf prints. And so you can have almost like a fossil or a stamp of the leaves that you caught, and you put them on your paper. So maybe one year we can do that, gather some leaves and then paint them and then press them on paper. That way you can take it home. That'd be pretty fun to do. All right, so Miss Fullington is going to go ahead and show you in Seesaw what you're going to be doing for today. So in Seesaw, give me a thumbs up if you can see our Seesaw page. Give me a thumbs up if you can see our Seesaw page. Isabella Wigington, can you see your Seesaw page? So what should you do? You can do that, sweetie, or you can look at the big screen because we have the big screen pulled up and you can watch it from there. Okay. So you need to make sure you're paying attention and not looking at your lip gloss. All right, we ready? So in Seesaw, what we're going to be doing is we're doing Monday 2-8 spelling and high frequency words. It says read the instructions on both pages and complete the assignments. So there's 2 papers that you need to do. So I'm going to go ahead and add a response. So the first one, what you're going to do, it says circle the word that best completes each sentence. So it says Tess will run in a large race or Tess will run in a started race. So which one would make sense?
Miss Fontaine.
Yes, Bella?
I already did it.
You're fine, sweetie. You can go ahead and log off, okay? And have a good day. All right, bye.
I miss you guys.
We miss you too. All right, so Omar, what do you think the answer might be?
Can you
I can read it again. So it says Tess will run in a large race or Tess will run in a started race. Which one would make sense? It's a large race. So Miss Fullington's going to make it easier on herself and use a highlighter. And I'm just going to highlight the word that makes sense with the story. Okay. So you can do that also, or you can use the pencil to circle it. Okay. It's your choice. All right. So this is what you're going to do. I'm sorry, sweetie.
Started race?
Does it sound right?
No, because started only means like you started to fight or you started to watch something.
Yeah, so it's the beginning, not in the middle. Good job.
No, the beginning.
Yeah.
It could be at the end or at the end.
Uh-huh. So Miss Fullington is also going to highlight it in the word bank to make sure that we don't reuse the word. Okay. So when you're done with this page, you're going to the second page. And so on the second page, you're going to be looking for words that are ending with AR, words ending with ARK, words ending with ARD, words ending with ART, and then other words with AR. So if any of these words do not fit in these categories, they're going to go underneath here. We are not going to do the review because that was last week's. We are only doing the basic words here. Okay. All right. When you're done, you're going to press the green check mark. I'm sorry?
May you go back to the first page?
Uh-huh. So here's the first page.
Hold on. Let me look. Okay.
So when you're done with all of these assignments,
I just
then
want to
see what it is and what it looks like.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and mute yourself, Isabella, so that way I can finish. All right, so once you're done with this, guys, you're going to press the green check mark. If you're done with your cursive writing journal, then you can go ahead. If there's not any word work, you can go to your reading station, okay, for today. Does anybody have any questions before we log off of this Google Meet? Harlow?
The second question on number 1 is confusing for me because it says I will be and then it says hour and heart on it.
Ah, okay. So say it again, Susan.
On the second, on the
Second page.
first page, and then on the second question it says it will be, and then
It will be hour, like the time hour, or hard. Hour means 1 hour, like time. Okay. All right. If you don't have any questions, guys, you may log out and start your assignment in Seesaw, okay, guys? You have a good day, and I will see you tomorrow, okay? Bye. Bye, Melanie. Isabella Wigington, may I talk with you for just a second?
Miss Wellington?
Yes, Omar?
Which group is it?
Oh, today. It is going to be the red group today. So the red group needs to log on. I forgot about that. Red group. So before the red group logs on, Isabella, I need you to go ahead and put up your lip gloss in your backpack. Okay?
The teacher took it away.
Oh, okay. That's even better. If she needs to take it away, that means it's a distraction and we won't be bringing those in the classroom anymore, okay?
My mom made me bring it because my lips keep on getting chapped.
It's okay. So sometimes that you can do it are when you go out to recess and then and when you go to specials. You don't need any more other than that, okay? But then you give it right back to the substitute teacher so that way she can keep an eye on it and you don't lose it.
Yeah, she put it on this shelf.
Okay. So my red group, what you're going to be doing today is, let me go ahead and see and show you in Seesaw what you're going to do. It's really easy. So I have some sentences that you are going to complete. So since we didn't get to do this Friday, you're going to look for it. It says Friday 2-5 sentence fix. Do you see it right here on this page? So it says, read the following sentences, then fix for capitalization and punctuation, which means the letters need to be capitalized. The first letter in the sentence needs to be capitalized, and we need an end mark. So a period or an exclamation point or a question mark needs to be added. So you're going to be the teacher. And how you're going to do this is you're going to type the correct way underneath the sentence. So if we go into, so Emery, I'm going to be you for an example. So we have these sentences right here. What you're going to do is you're going to write the way that correct sentence is underneath here. Okay. So for example, what needs to be capitalized here in this sentence? Harlow?
We.
So we would put capital W. We did not have school. And then what else needs to be capitalized?
Monday.
Monday. Because Monday is a name of a day, right? Monday is a name of a day. And then to end my sentence, what do I need?
A period.
A period. So I need to add my period. Do you see how we corrected this sentence? So you can
Miss Thornton, on the one that is messed up, when it says the one that is messed up, not the one you just did, but the
This
one
is the
that's
first
messed
one.
up. By the Monday, it don't have a period, so it's messed up on that one too.
Yeah. So you know what you can do on that, Harlow, since you noticed, we can cross out this W and create a bigger W so you can show me your work. And then we can put Monday with a capital M and then add a period. So that way when you write your sentence, you know what you need to fix. Do you see how Miss Fullington did that? To remind herself what to do with my new sentence, right? So that's what you're going to do for the other 3 sentences, okay? All right. Does anybody have questions on this? Oh. Bella Wigington?
Come on, boys. I need you to I'm sorry. Go.
Do you remember?
No, yeah.
If you don't, you can send me a message on Seesaw.
I do.
You do remember?
Are we supposed to? Does Landon pass out the goodie bags? Because she gave one to
Who has goodie bags?
Landon. But
So Landon needs to wait to pass out her goodie bags on Friday.
you have to wait for Friday.
Yeah, so goodie bags, if you brought them, you need to put them on the back counter.
My mom's still working on them.
Okay, that's fine. All right.
But I had to tell her it's on Friday. She said
Yeah.
her food stamps come in.
Okay. All right. Jorge or Isabella Wigington, if you don't have any questions about the assignments, go ahead and log off and finish those, okay?
One more. I have one more.
Oh, yes, Jorge?
Oh.
Yes, Jorge?
Is tomorrow Friday?
No, tomorrow's Tuesday, sweetie. Tomorrow's Tuesday.
Monday, Friday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Sunday.
So Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. So we have 3 days.
3 more days?
Until our party. All right, be on your best behavior, Isabella Wigington. I'm going to make sure that
Are you going to be there?
I won't be there. I won't be able to, but I'll be able to show you a video, a Valentine's Day video. We can watch a movie together. Okay?
Miss Clayton,
Yes, Maddox?
can you show the seesaw? Can you do the seesaw activity again for me?
To explain it to you? Okay. So in Seesaw, what you're going to be doing is it says Monday 2-8 spelling and high frequency words.
What is it?
So right here, Maddox, on that first one, it says circle the word that best completes each sentence. So you're going to read the sentence and the 2 words in the parentheses. You're only going to choose one that makes sense with the whole sentence. So let's do number 1. So it says, Tess will run in a large race, or Tess will run in a started race. So which one sounds better?
7 was that fun?
Maddox, which one would that be?
The first one was
The first one, right? So the first one, I'm just going to highlight it. And so right here, I'm going to come over here and highlight it in the word bank too. So when you're done, you're going to go to the next one. And when you get to number 8 and you finish, you're going to the second page. And on the second page, we are not doing the review words. We're only doing the basic. So you're going to sort these basic words by ending words ending with AR, words ending with ARK, and words ending with ARD, and then words ending with ART, or other words with AR. So any other words that do not fit in these other 4 categories, Maddox, you'll put them underneath here because all these words have AR. Okay?
D-A-R-K. Mackenzie needs to ask you something. No, I don't know.
Okay. Oh, she doesn't? Okay, guys. Y'all go ahead and log out, okay? Finish your reading activities.